All right, fifth graders, here we are with another lesson out of Module 4. We have Lesson 16, and today you're going to be able to solve word problems using tape diagrams and fraction by fraction multiplication. Mostly tape diagrams, but we might use some fraction by fraction multiplication. So let's jump into it right now. Let's go ahead and get started with the first problem. All right, let's do some word problems here. Before we start, let's make sure we know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be solving and we're going to be showing our thinking with a tape diagram to model the word problems. So let's do number one together. Mrs. O, we'll call her Mrs. O, made 60 cookies for a bake sale. Okay, that makes sense. She sold 2/3 of them. Of what? Of them? That refers back to the 60 cookies. And, I'm going to put a little box around the word and, gave 3/4 of the remaining cookies to the students at the sale. How many cookies did she have left over? So that's kind of what we're trying to find. So a tape diagram is really going to help us understand what's going on. So we're going to carefully draw a tape diagram. And since we're talking about Mrs. O's cookies, we know there's 60 of them. So I can go ahead and write 60 up on top. These are all the cookies that she made for the bake sale. Now the second clue over here, she sold 2/3 of them. So let's model that, what she sold. She sold 2/3 of them. So if we did our tape diagram up into two lines, three equal pieces, 2/3 would be right here. This is 2/3. And this is what she sold. So I'm going to write the word sold because I'm realizing we're going to figure out what she has left over. And so these two boxes I'm not really going to be using. So the next clue is, go back, and gave 3/4 of the remaining cookies to the students working the sale. So this is technically what's remaining. And so what we're going to do here, I'm going to kind of darken this a little bit so to show you this little piece is remaining. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another tape diagram that is the same size as what's remaining. And the clue said she gave 3/4 of the remaining cookies. So looking at this model, we're going to break it up into 4 equal pieces, which is 3 lines. All right, so this is remaining. We're going to break this up into 4 equal pieces, which is 3 lines. And then we are going to say this is what she's giving. The 3/4 is going to the students working the sale. That's what it says right there. And then how many cookies did she have left? So right here, this 1/4. And I'm going to label the word left right here. So technically, we're trying to figure out how many cookies are in this box right here. This is I'm darkening. Maybe I'll do it in blue so you guys can see this little piece, this 1/4 piece. That's what's left. And so here's what we're going to do. We are going to kind of work our way down. We're going to start with 60 and work our way down until we're able to fill this box in with the number because we're going to be able to have an answer as a whole number. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I have 60 has to go into 3 boxes. So think of that. 60 has to go in 3 boxes. That means 60 divided by 3. And that would give me the answer of 20. So each box is 20, which tells us that she sold 40 cookies. She has 20 left over. Now I'm going to take what's left over, the remaining, and then divide them evenly into these 4 boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and write, okay, 20 has to be divided into 4 boxes, and the answer is 5. So down here, we're going to write the number 5 in each box. So we can see that the 3/4 that she gave to her students working the sale, she actually gave 15 cookies, and she had 5 cookies left over. So let's write our sentence out. We'll say Mrs. O has 5 cookies left. Period. All right, let's go do another word problem. All right, let's look at number 3. Number 3 says the Booster Club sells 240 cheeseburgers. They say that 1/4 of the cheeseburgers had pickles. All right. Remember the cheeseburgers right here. This word refers to the 240 back over there. 1/2 of the remaining burgers had onions, and the rest had tomatoes. They want to know how many cheeseburgers had tomatoes. So a tape diagram is really going to help us out visualizing this problem. So if we do a tape diagram, let's think about what should this tape diagram represent in our word problem. Should it be the cheeseburgers? Should it be all the pickles, all of the onions, all of the tomatoes? Hopefully you understand that this is going to represent 240 cheeseburgers. So I'm going to do cheeseburgers, 240. Please write that down. Whatever I do, you should be doing. Because who knows, this could be very similar on a test or a quiz. And so we're going to start with the first clue, 1/4 of the cheeseburgers. So 1/4 of this, that means we're going to break it up into 4 equal parts. And here's the 1/4 have pickles. So I'm going to do 1/4 equals pickles. All right, and that means the remaining, these are the remaining cheeseburgers that don't have pickles. They either have onions or they had tomato. So this is technically the 3/4 that are remaining. All right, so really quick, right now what we can do is we can figure out, okay, if 240 has to go into these 4 boxes evenly, our division sentence is 240 divided by into 4 boxes. That's our division expression. I'm going to say, okay, well, I know that 224 divided by 4, that's a basic math fact of 6. So 240 would be, divided by 4, would be 60. So it looks like 60 burgers were pickles, and the remaining 60 plus 60 plus 60 is 180. So 180 of the remaining burgers right here, these 180, had onions or tomatoes. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to draw a little arrow pointing down that we're going to now replicate what's remaining. And remember that these 360s is 180, so this right here represents 182. And it says that half of the remaining burgers, so half of this little tape diagram, had onions. So here are my onions. And here are the tomatoes. So if this box technically right here represents the 360s up above or 180, we are now going to be doing 180 divided by the 2 boxes down below. So think of 18 divided by 2, that's a basic math fact of 9. So 180 divided by 2 is 90. So 90 burgers that had onions on it, and then there was 90 burgers that had tomatoes on it. So let's write our sentence out because we're able to answer the question, how many cheeseburgers had tomato? 90 cheeseburgers had tomato. Period. All right, so let's look at number 5. We have Milan puts 1/4 of her money 1/4 of her lawn mowing money in savings and uses 1/2 of the remaining money to pay back her sister. It says if she has $15 left, how much does she have at first? Here we go. When we ever see that word at first, that means we're going to kind of work a little bit backwards because we're going to have a number at the top, which we're going to put a question mark because we don't know how much money she started off with. But we do know that this is going to represent, tape diagram, all of her money. And so we're going to carefully try to squeeze in our tape diagram. I know we're not given a lot of space right here, but do the best to kind of follow my spacing. That way you can fit exactly what I fit in. So this is the money that we don't know. It's a bad question mark. Let's start all over again. All right, let's start all over again. Let's do a little question mark. This is what we don't know. How much money she had at first. But we do know from the first clue that 1/2 of her lawn mowing money went to savings. So this is her lawn mowing money. And 1/4 of it, I think I said 1/2, 1/4, this is what went to her savings. So she saved this. Over here is her remaining money. So I'm going to go ahead and put remaining money. And so what we're going to do is we're going to now kind of, since we don't have any space down below to do a second tape diagram, I'm going to kind of just draw an arrow to take this tape diagram, this 3/4 right here technically, this little piece, and I'm going to kind of just replicate it over here. Kind of the same length. And I wish they gave us more space, but they don't. And so technically this is the remaining money. What they tell us that 1/2 of it, of her money, went back to her sister. So that means the other 1/2 she has left over. So this is 1/2 right here. So I split it in half. This guy actually gets paid to sister. And this is what she has left over. Okay, so now we were told how much she has left over. She has $15, so that means $15 goes inside that box, which means the same 15 has to go over here because these boxes need to be the same amount. So it looks like she paid her sister $15 as well. And so overall, this equals 30. And if I work backwards, 30 was what was remaining from her lawn mowing. So these 3 boxes now equals this 30 right here. So when you think about it, you're doing 30 has to go into 3 boxes. That's 30 divided by 3. So that means $10, $10, $10. And that means the last box needs to be $10. So she saved $10. So as we work backwards, how much money did she start off at first? We're taking these 4 10s right there to give us $40. So we kind of worked backwards to figure out how much money she actually earned mowing the lawn. So let's go ahead and write our sentence out. Milan started off with $40. Period. Make sure there's a $sign or the word dollars after it. All right. And that ends this lesson 16 of word problems when we multiply fractions using a tape diagram. I'll see you on the next lesson.